We're looking at the start line right now, and SDC B's Psychosis is coming to lane 3 ahead of their 18 buggy, which is probably to be expected. These two buggies will look very similar. You'll see Psychosis is a dark charcoal gray. Malice is more of a black color. They're almost identical, and there's very, very small differences between the two.
And it looks like we have 15 seconds before this final women's heat.
9, 8,
and they still haven't put down the buggies, but
6,
they're down on the ground.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ready, set.
And we are off in the final women's heat of the day, where we have the SDC A team that put up a spectacular time yesterday with Psychosis against the SDC B. Sorry, Psychosis, their B team, against Malice on their A team. And it looks like the SDC A team and Crystal Ray, who's pushing Hill 1, putting up a tremendous time as she made her transition.
Yeah, both these teams are moving really
19
fast.
seconds. And it looks like they'll be pushing off in the free roll with about a 2 to 3 second lead as
and 31 seconds into the free roll. Oh, great shove by the A team. She really sacrificed everything. It's clear that the SDC A team wants to set a new precedent of women's times.
And that was Christine Adams sacrificing her body for Buggy. And Lizzie Haldane also doing a pretty strong push for Hill 2 on Psychosis.
And there's a big distance between these two buggies, and these things would roll fairly similar, but I mean, this is even a race between their own teams here. Their A team is far, far out in front of their B team.
And having posted a time yesterday of about 15 seconds slower by their B team.
Stop sign coming in just about a minute, maybe slightly below that.
So comparable to yesterday's stop
SDC
sign
buggy
time.
rolling to the hay bale. Second buggy, first buggy taking the chute flag. Nice smooth turn so far through the chute. No fishtailing. Second buggy, very similar buggies. A little bit of a slide, but just a tiny little slide. Both of them rolling out very nicely. Lead buggy rolling.
She was standing almost at what? Window 8?
Yeah, and it pretty much rolled 9 windows solidly. And she had a very nice pickup versus yesterday, where her pickup was suboptimal. So they may have just picked up some time right there, just enough to set the record.
That was Julie Ng improving her Hill 3 performance from yesterday. Mary Ash now pushing for Hill 4, pushing SDC's Malice buggy up the backside. And I think based on the Hill 4-5 transition, we'll have a good sense for whether or not the time is going to beat tomorrow. As a good Hill 5 is about 22 seconds from what we saw yesterday to make the transition at 2:20. So
2:01. 2:01 was that transition.
Sorry, 2:02. And at 2:01, that would lead to a finish time close to yesterday's time. So let's see if they can shave some time off.
I think they might be breaking the record again today. 2:17, 2:18, 19. She's about 10, maybe 5 seconds away. 3, 4, 2:25. No, it looks like they're matching their time from yesterday. About maybe a 2:25.
It looked like, yeah, and their time yesterday was 2:25.85, so we'll see whether or not a slightly better time gets on the board or not, as their B team crosses at a time of 2:34.5.
Wow, great B team time. And that might put them in the 3rd place with the B team.
And that was shaving about 6 seconds off of their time yesterday.
So, yeah, I kind of say it nonchalantly, like, oh, they're crossing with a 2:25. If you have any idea how fast that is, that's exceedingly fast for any team, let alone a women's team.
And so we'll see whether or not we have a new record by the SDC's A team, but tremendous performance, and should give them the victory depending on pending passing everything from the impending drop test right now to judges' reviews. But it looked like a clean run from everything I could see.
It looked pretty good, and to set this precedence in its historical significance in 1971, this women's team would have won men's A. So 30-something years ago, this is the fastest team that anybody could put up, let alone a women's team. So the winning time in 1971 was 2:28. In 1972 was a 2:24. So they're right around the 71-72 winning time with all men.
Okay, and we got the drop test about to take place, as we'll see how the teams perform.
When you look at the improvements for both Sigma Nu women's team and SDC's B team, that is a result of not on second day having the multiple points of contact between buggies down here in the chute, which cost both teams a significant time.
And SDC did, in fact, successfully complete their drop test, at least from what I could see. All of these rulings are not official until signed off on the field and approved by the sweepstakes committee. But looks like a strong drop test for the SDC A team and
the B team
Malice.
is dropping right now. with Psychosis. It looks like he's going to pass. So SDC doing really well with those white urethane wheels on a nice warm sunny day, rolling approximately a 225. They're moving the leaderboard on the AFIO board right now.